Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday afternoon
It's because he's
Ace Attorney
bisexual.
stream. Thank you, Void, for beating Soupy to the punch and getting a vamp redeemed.
No!
Wow. you gotta wake up earlier than that to catch Voided up there, Soupy.
No!
Soupy was distracted.
It was EP.
All right, but welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome to the Ace Attorney Sunday stream. We're off to a very horny start, I believe, based on how we're doing. But I'm Martin, also known as Little Karibo. I'll be your host. Yeah, I'm less horny now. Thank you, Was Just Jerry, for unleashing the Proto Badger. Really quickly, let me thank people for following and subscribing. And we've had a fair few subscribers before we even started the stream here. Thank you to Anime Abby 995 for the follow, and to Zenda 820 and Ace Mentor. Thank you for the follows. And thank you to the Alaskan Hero for resubscribing for 33 months. Thank you so much, Alaskan. Snow the First, thank you for the resub for 13 months in a row, 17 total. Thank you. Here we arrive at the final case of the main story. And of course, we have the DLC after that. I keep forgetting. I was like, in my head, I was like, we've almost finished. No, we've got DLC. Sophisticated Chemist, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 4 months. Hope you're doing well. Well, if I'm not, I've got a chemist in the chat to help me out. Thank you, Sophisticated. Haru Anki, thank you for resubscribing for 2 months. Hey, LK, who's your favorite lawyer in Ace Attorney? We can go around the room if you like. I said Phoenix. How about you guys?
Phoenix.
I mean, if we're just saying lawyer, then there's really only
Right.
2 answers.
Your favorite law guy or law
My
person?
favorite
Law
person.
guy.
I mean, I think, honestly, I do really love Clavier because I'm
Yeah.
super shallow, but also because he has no investment in the politics of anything. He's just kind of like, I'm a rock star, so I already make my money, and
He's just there
I'm
to be beautiful.
Yeah, I'm here to be pretty and figure out what happened, and
But
and I
mostly be
appreciate
pretty.
that. Yeah, but
Yeah,
mostly
he's
be
just like,
pretty.
why are you guys always fighting?
Yeah, he's just there to have a nice time and, you know, make sure that the
And
law
yet, that's
is
the
upheld.
exact opposite of what he's doing, is having a nice time.
Yeah.
I can't think of one time he's had a nice time.
No,
Yeah, honestly.
but yet he keeps that beautiful smile on his face all the same. What a
Wow.
He sure does.
man. Although I do really love Miles Edgeworth. Hard not to love Miles Edgeworth.
Karina,
True.
do you want to weigh in?
I'll stand up for Apollo.
Hell yeah.
I'm,
If you
I'm the
don't,
little
who
like
will?
monkey image where it's just like neurons activated. That's me when I see Apollo.
My weird band.
So 2 Phoenix,
Him.
2 for Phoenix, and then 1 for Clavier and 1 for Apollo. There you go. Arikios, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 36 months. It's official 3 years subbed. Thank you for the 3 years of sub and support, Arikios. It seems like only yesterday and all that, but seriously, thank yous for all the streams and laughs. I haven't made many clips of Ace Attorney streams this year, but I've enjoyed watching these with you. Thanks. Thank you, Arikios. Big shout out to Arikios in the chat. Reggie33, bring it. Thank you for the resub with Prime for 12 months, a year of Prime sub. Thank you so much. And your subscription alert reminded me that Solid Snake is now in Fortnite, which is both a blessing and a curse because they've removed his juicy bottom.
No!
Wait, what?
It's a bad day for Soupy.
He did what?
Unfortunately,
Snake's butt.
yeah, he doesn't quite have the cake that he has in Smash Brothers.
Wow.
Okay,
I can't
hang
believe
on
they would
here.
do that to Otacon.
Hang on here. We were talking about this last night. I said Snake is the original cake. And Martin got very upset with me.
No, see,
So-
as a
Isn't
long
Why?
isn't that false just plot wise?
as a long that's true actually, yeah. There's also a butt with an eye patch that you're forgetting.
Liquid is just like, your butt got all the dominant genes.
It's just a butt with a blonde wig on, yelling.
That's basically what he is, isn't he?
Not to get too sidetracked by the debate, but I did take task with the statement that Solid Snake was the OG cake because there's been so many video game characters with great asses that came before Snake.
All I'm saying is that
Mario.
Snake is the only one. Snake is the only ass. And
Mario.
granted, this is me moving the goalposts, right? but I will move them really far as I can spread my legs and pop my ass, because I believe that Snake's ass was the first ass made for both the male and the female gaze. Men look at his ass and want to have it. Women look at his ass and also want to have it, but like sexually, carnally. Like they want to fuck that ass. Or they want the dick in front of
Where
the
does
ass to be
Otacon fall
fucking
in
them.
this spectrum?
Otacon is the one that wants he likes touching the butt. He looks at the butt.
He
and
wants
like,
it, and also he wants it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, so like, and it was like Metal Gear Solid 4. It was just like so many, like he's crawling on the ground and you're just between those ass cheeks, and he's in a cat suit that like is living and breathing between his butt cheeks.
And he's
you know
old?
what I mean? He's old, yeah, but like the cake is still
I know.
firm and moist.
I know it looks like my VTuber is smiling. I'm not smiling.
I am very unhappy.
You take a bite of that booty and it's like an apple.
Okay.
But like, I mean, because he was talking about some butt from Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I'm like, those are like poly butts. Those are not.
They're
good
all.
butts.
Wait, that's not the.
I'm just saying, Snake has retroactively taken the title because.
That's not how OG
Metal Gear
works. You
Solid
can't
4.
say the OG retroactively.
But all I'm saying is that if he had this ass in Metal Gear Solid 4, he had that ass in Metal Gear.
So that same could be true of all characters that have been reskinned and made in HD.
So is that Conker's Bad Fur Day butt better than Solid Snake's reskinned HD ass?
I mean, I'm going to say it's more original.
That's not the
But
argument.
is it better?
Yeah. Do you like it more?
I'm not going to make a comment on that. I have.
Go on.
Look, I'm not going to definitively say
Howard.
that one butt is better than Solid Snake's butt because the internet will come at me. I made this mistake when I said I made this mistake when I talked about Kingdom Hearts. I'm not going to talk about his heart-shaped kingdom. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. I tuned in to everyone talking about ass, so I know I'm in the right place. You are in the right place. Welcome, Rock Rulin.
We haven't even.
Speaking of being in the right place, we are joined by Marin. Hi, Marin.
Oh, hello, it is I, Marin Miller, here today with your gay update. I don't know.
Why you could have saved Solid Snake's ass for the gay update?
That's
because
true,
it has been
but-
updated in Fortnite to being not there.
Oh, well, you took my update then. So that's the update.
That's true.
And then we were talking about.
Wow.
So anyway, tell us about your favorite butts. Everyone talk about your favorite butts. I think is the conversation.
Marin,
I
your
wanted
butt
to
is my
encourage.
favorite butt.
Oh, that's gay.
Good answer.
Well, if you never mind, I'm gonna be sexually harassing you on stream, and that's probably not best for our listeners.
Probably not the best.
You are welcome to use my ass. With
Okay.
the hands. You can touch it with
All
your
right.
hands.
All right,
You
yeah.
can use my
A
ass
lot of
with your
verbs
hands.
in the English language has a lot of words.
So true, bestie.
Marin is always criticizing my flirtation game, and then when it's like time to flirt, it's like you can move.
That's because anytime I say something, you're always like, well, that was fucking stupid. So I'm like, how can I say this to make him so stunned that he will not say stupid?
I have so many
Mission
witnesses.
accomplished.
I have so many witnesses in the stream chat that will point out that Marin says that way more than I say that. All right. We're also joined, and you don't have to say your favorite butt, but feel free if you want to. We're also joined by the Soupmeister General, Soupy.
Hi. You know what? I think actually my answer to that question is also my answer to the question from before, which would be
Oh.
Phoenix Wright.
For real.
Because of some art from Professor Layton versus
Oh, the
Ace
horse
Attorney.
art.
Oh,
Yeah, the horse art.
He's got a great dumper.
That's my AO3 icon.
I like that you didn't even have to specify, and Karina had honed in on it.
Yeah. Listen, I know I can trust Karina 100%.
What? Y'all don't know the horse heart? The heart,
Yeah.
my heart? Come on.
I'm sure we've discussed it at some point.
We probably have, but
I think we
see
did
if I can find
actually,
it.
Yeah,
All right.
Soupy did share it.
So
With me
that
anyway.
butt is superior to the Edgeworth statue butt.
I forgot about the Edgeworth statue butt.
Aha.
Yeah.
All
Honestly,
right.
I do think so though, because like the Edgeworth statue butt is merely detailed.
Merely.
It's not necessarily caked.
Well, it's because he's got his hands in his pockets.
Yeah, so we can't truly see the dumper, but we see
Yeah.
that it's there. The crack is there.
We know it exists.
So there's echoes of Dumper.
The essence.
I stuck my head in that
Yeah.
dumper and went, "Hello."
I feel like Echoes of Dumper is like a good young adult romance novel title or something. Oh, you posted the horse art here? Is that what this
Horse
is?
Yeah.
A heart?
Oh, wow. I forgot about this. Yeah. Wow.
Open it, motherfucker.
It ain't bad.
Is he okay? What's going on?
Phoenix Wright has
he-
never been okay in his life.
He's
Don't
just
worry
he's
about it.
not
stupid.
okay.
He's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
stupid.
He's stupid.
But-
Like, what is this?
Is
What
there-
am I writing?
Ribbonfly says, "Isn't Miles' dad's booty flat?"
Hang on. I have to get
And
this
yes,
on.
Ribbonfly, that's why he went to hell in the movie.
God. You go to hell if you have a flat ass?
Hang on. So I've
in
got
Ace Attorney movieverse.
the
Wow.
image on the stream now. So is there context to this picture? Is it part of the story?
Honestly, I don't think there is context.
It's just concept art.
I think
Yeah.
it was just random art. Yeah,
I
think
love
it's,
that
like,
they made this
promotional art.
choice.
Yeah.
I love
it's
that.
like everybody else is piled on the other one, and then it's just Phoenix Wright and his ass on the other one.
He's like, this isn't a bike.
And I like that it's a
I'm
very
so lost.
Miles Edgeworth.
it's a very subtle detail, but I like how the horse is done with Phoenix's shit. Like it
Yeah,
does
right.
not look happy to have Phoenix there.
Do you think Phoenix rides Miles like this since Soupy brought it up?
Backwards?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Because they're
Gets
both idiots.
confused.
You know what the problem is? He's used to riding a bike. He's not used to doing it manually like that. Uh, anyway,
Isn't the horse automatic?
well, if it is, he's still
Wouldn't the
having
bike
trouble.
Be doing it manually.
I guess he's used to doing it manually then. How about that? All right. Anyway, we're also joined by the fantastic Karina. Hi, Karina.
Hi. I am too indecisive about my favorite butt. I will just
Oh.
say, I will reiterate that when you posted the like preview image of the new Fortnite season in the chat yesterday, or whenever that was, I like
Yeah.
didn't register it until like a day later, and I was like, hold up, what?
For those of you who
I
don't
don't
know,
play Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. There was a lot to take in in a very small image.
and a very blurry image as well. So it's like, wait, is that?
even playing it, like sometimes we'll play it with our like some friends will be playing it Nicole and other friends will just be hanging out or whatever. And like I'll be like, I'm Sasuke. Oh my god, it's my rival, Ariana Grande. I have to watch out. Oh, and people are like, I don't know if what you're like anytime I hear you mention that you were killed by like Jeff Goldblum or something. Like, I just assume you're playing Fortnite. God help you if Captain America ever comes at you with a gun.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, the new battle pass for Fortnite has Peter Griffin, and at some point, Solid Snake is going to be added to the roster as well. So,
What a
look-
duo.
I need to ask who the tiger is.
the tiger is just
Sorry,
a.
I'm
oh, yeah.
disgusting.
No, that's
Oh.
absolutely valid. He's a very, very handsome guy. Very handsome tiger fella. He is, as far as I can tell, he's the rebel team. There's a plot this season where this is going to sound
What?
confusing.
What?
There's a plot this season where a banana guy has been kidnapped,
I see.
and I think the tiger is one of the
I
people.
see.
Oh,
Really? No.
Beast Henshin knows his name is Oscar, and he's so sexy.
Oscar.
So Beast Henshin, you seem to be
Okay.
the Oscar expert. Correct me if I'm wrong. He is one of the team members that is going to rescue the banana dude.
Is he single?
I mean, like, he can be. You just gotta buy one.
There's an alternate skin of him where he's a white tiger as well. So,
Ooh,
Oh my
the
God.
white tiger.
yeah. No, he's very good
Wow.
looking, I have to admit. Oh, the tiger
Oh, he's a
kidnapped the
kidnapper.
banana man.
Oh my God, he's
Ooh.
a
Oh,
bad
no.
boy.
Oh,
He's a
Are you telling me I
bad
have to
boy.
fix him?
you do.
No.
Von Ragnar, thank
We
you
love
for...
enemies to lovers.
Oscar Fortnite. Safe search off.
Yeah, we don't safe search for
How
that
many
shit here.
days has this art been out?
Von Ragnar, thank you for the doodle-la-la-la-la-la
Enough days.
redeem. Doodle-la, Von Ragnar. And really quickly, I want to skip back in the chat because Dark Jade did a nice recap for us. Last time on Dual Destinies, we managed to clear Mr. Starbuck of the murder charges, which is good news. Unfortunately, us clearing his name came at the cost of Athena falling under suspicion of the crime in question instead. Complete with Prosecutor Blackwell really freaking out at this being revealed, which was curious, which is bad. We also learned that there was something weird going on at the Space Center with the launch pad and museum being switched around, to be continued. Yes, indeed. There were some pretty damning suggestions made about Athena. I was actually very amused. It never occurred to me that Athena would be implicated. It should have, at this point in this game series, been an obvious pattern. But yes, Athena is now in the hot seat.
Peace engine. I assume we're talking about Oscar's wiener and not somebody's pension wiener.
Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. Also, Athena got mired. She did indeed. She got mired. Dark Jade, as for favorite lawyer, it has to be Clavier due to him being one of the few prosecutors who's willing to search for the truth without any prior bias compared to the others. Yes, I guess he is probably one of the least biased lawyers that I've come or law people that I've come across in these games.
I think he's just insanely unlucky to be in this series.
I did not. I only saw this tiger from afar. I did not see this tiger's arms.
Yeah.
Tiger got good arms.
Tiger, please hold me. Hold me close and let me complain about my day. Please.
Snow the First says, Apollo is legit the only playable character not to be indicted for murder. It's wild. That makes me wonder if we do get another Phoenix Wright game, touch wood, that he might be the prime suspect in the next one. So
I think he'd be the villain.
that would be
Apollo
great.
Definitely got a snap.
He is slowly sort of transforming into a villain sort of aesthetic, isn't he? Eye patch.
I wish it would have continued.
He's like, no more backstory. Stop giving me background.
I'm just
I need future.
Stop picking on me.
I just am imagining, you know, how the evil villain will spin around in the chair and have a little white cat that he's petting. I'm imagining the chair spinning around, but it's a giant anthropomorphic cat stroking a tiny Apollo.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's Apollo and the cat is Clavier.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Sitting in his lap.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. There you go.
Apollo picks him up and puts him down very, like without even changing his expression. He lifts Clavier with no difficulty and sets him down on the ground, pats his head, stands up, is 2 feet tall, and says, "You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding."
He got smaller.
Elsa Zelda Ice, hello, and Daxter says Apollo will be the Moriarty to Phoenix. That would be an interesting dynamic change if suddenly Apollo was like, "You taught me everything you know," and Phoenix was like, "No, I fucking didn't. I didn't teach you anything."
I gave you coloring books.
And a toilet to clean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's that tiger in the chat. My goodness. All right, so are we ready to jump into the game and not into that tiger's
Oscar's
arms? Oh,
Yes.
What? Oh.
I this game. Phoenix who?
Yes.
all right. December 20th. December 20th.
You know Phoenix would choose the tiger's arms.
Oh shit! I just realized it's December in the game and it's December in real life.
Whoa.
So as we need to remember that almost Christmas is not Christmas. It's
Every day.
It's
not-
not Christmas.
It's not quite
Every
Christmas yet.
day is almost Christmas.
Roiting Twitch, thank you for the follow there. December 20th, 1:23 p.m. Write Anything Agency. And let me know if it's too loud in the chat, okay? They took Athena from the courtroom straight to the station. She's probably being questioned at this very moment.
You did it, bitch.
Yankee Gal, thank you for the sub for 2 months there. Semaru Shoka. Yankee Gal, thank you again. What do you guys want for Christmas? Yankee Gal asks. I want another Phoenix Wright game.
Hoo-ha!
Yeah, that's a good one.
Same.
Hoo-ha!
Unfortunately, that is not what I've gotten for the past 7 Christmases.
One of these Christmases, though. One of
Yeah.
them.
I always forget. See, I told Martin like 4 things that I want for Christmas, and I've already forgotten what they are.
Well, then it'll be a surprise.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. It'll be a super surprise.
At this point, Martin could get anything that he wants to get you for Christmas, and then just be like, "Well,
I
this
don't-
is what you said you wanted."
I don't
but
know
you
if I
didn't
could
remember.
get anything. I have a
Hey,
I have a
I'm
history of
very
bad gift
bratty.
giving.
I'm very
Nice.
bratty.
Avoided that. Thank you for the hoo-ha redeem. And Yankee Gal, thank you again for that resub. Yeah.
He's bratty too, though.
Aside
so
from
we
that,
balance each
Common
other out.
Rider stuff. Phoenix
Kamen
dots.
Rider stuff.
After this past year, I took it for granted that those two would always be here to clean my toilet.
Cleaning the toilet.
The toilet is so dirty now.
But now Apollo has gone off on his own to seek his own truth.
I know what I want for Christmas.
What's that?
A harem.
Oh,
There you go. Easy.
I don't know how to provide that exactly.
A harem of beautiful toys for me to
You needed
meander and
to
Aw.
develop
use.
multiple personalities, Martin.
Look, doesn't the battle pass on Fortnite count now?
I mean.
And my pursuit of the
Make
truth only
Oscar
ended up
real.
and my pursuit of the truth only ended up with Athena becoming the new suspect. Some boss I turned out to be.
Sorry.
Oh, no,
having a
yeah.
Moment. sorry. It's not funny. haha.
It's raining in his heart.
It's even quieter in here than usual.
I'm not allowed to leave.
I forgot she was here.
Yeah, it seems so empty too.
I just don't get it, Daddy. All of your reasoning during the trial seemed perfectly solid. Not that I was there.
Yeah, and I still believe it was. At least, based on what we know.
But now Athena is the one who's being accused.
Are the nails back?
Yeah.
During the trial for the bombing and murder that occurred at the Cosmos Space Center. The lighter used by the real culprit was found.
Eat shit.
This lighter proved the defendant, Solomon Starbuck, innocent. But Athena's prints were found on it instead. And she was subsequently arrested for the murder.
Why didn't he just eat it?
That's a great point. Plot hole.
'Cause then the client would be guilty.
But Athena couldn't have done it. It just doesn't make any sense.
No, none of it does. I've been racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out.
Oh man.
Where's the flaw in my reasoning? What have I got wrong in this case?
You know, Daddy, if Athena was here, she wouldn't just be sitting around thinking. She'd be out there doing something. You are going to defend Athena, right, Daddy?
Of course I will. And thanks, Trucy. I needed that push. Trucy's right. The trial is tomorrow. There's no time to waste. I'm going to prove Athena's innocence.
But before you go, the toilet's not going to clean itself.
Why don't you use your magic panties? I'm sure there's cleaning stuff in there.
Right.
Put the toilet in there.
She didn't even bring it up. You brought it up. Ugh.
If I'm going to prove Athena's innocence, I better get out there and find some evidence.
Off we go then. We're on a hunt for evidence that'll prove Athena's innocence.
Great. But before we go, I'd better tidy up the evidence I have on hand. Don't need that, don't need that.
Eats them.
Fingerprints. Tearly TT, thank you for bonking me. Was I? Oh, because of the magic panties.
Anti-panty measure.
There you go. That's valid. Athena's probably still in the middle of being questioned. So Trucy's right. The thing to start with is talking to people at the Space Center.
I guess presenting your attorney's badge. It's like your quick trick, huh, Daddy?
She's gonna talk about her panties again, isn't she? So it's just a trick to you, huh?
Am I a joke to you?
Yes.
Well, you are one of the talents in our Write Anything agency, after all. But I have to say that an attorney's badge won't get many laughs.
Have you met me?
Everyone's always laughing at him.
I don't care if I don't get laughs, as long as I can clear my client's name.
That's a good one, Daddy.
I'm no match for you, though, Trucy.
Everyone is so mean to me.
Ribbonfly, when do we take down that picture and replace it with a better dad, Phoenix? Oh, right, yes, that guy. What was his name? Abracadabra?
Zach Cranberry.
Oh.
Abracadabra.
No, that's a Pokemon. Those are two Pokemon.
Two Pokemon.
December 20th, Cosmos Space Center entrance. Oh, yes. Director Cosmos, do you have a minute? Galactic scooter, full speed ahead!
Just in case my timing is weird, I am having some lag. So
Oh, no worries. It's no big
hopefully
deal.
it doesn't get much worse.
Let us know if it becomes an issue, and we are happy to wait for you.
Yeah.
Director! He scooted away. Watch him scoot.
His expression changed the instant he saw you, Daddy.
Wait, who said you could come?
Back to the office.
Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the trial earlier today. Okay. At the boarding lounge. Good to have you here, E-Man. December 20th, Cosmos Space Center. Boarding lounge.
Oh, the weird worm is back.
That was your avatar before, Karina.
And then it
Wow.
died.
We released it.
you shed your skin.
We released it to its natural habitat, and now it's thriving. It no longer.
Yeah,
has a green face.
it's so healthy. I'm so happy.
We were here only yesterday. Oh, hey! Mr. Starbuck, you've been released, huh?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't expecting to be here, yup. And I came straight here. This is all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. You've given me a second chance to fly into space again. I can't thank you enough.
Hikira,
although
thank
I
you for
am
the
very
follow.
scared. Except...
What's wrong? I thought he'd be happy to be acquitted.
As I was coming out of the detention center, I saw Miss Sykes.
He saw Athena.
I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor girl. And then, you know what? She flashed a peace sign at me.
She was flipping you off.
Oh, thought it was weird that it was only one finger. Congratulations on your acquittal, she said. Now you could go back into space someday. And then she put
Yeah, that sounds like Athena. I can just picture it.
But I saw her eyes. They were red and on fire with rage.
Oh.
Whoa.
She's gotta be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet, she went out of her way to be nice and give me that big smile and that peace sign with the one finger.
She held back her own tears so she could give someone else a smile. That's so Athena.
And so Kamen Rider Kuga. Right, everybody? Right, everybody?
Miles Edgeworth shows up and he's like, the Steel Samurai would have done that.
So Steel Samurai.
It's so Steel Samurai.
There's no question about it. That girl is innocent. Please, Mr. Wright, you have to make sure she goes free.
Oh, Hikira says, as long as my favorite yaoi story of two attorneys finally kiss, then I'm cool with the horrible story writing.
That is honestly 100% how I feel about Ace
Yeah.
Attorney 7.
Yeah.
About
Any Ace
7.
Attorney game. Any Ace
If
Attorney
they
game
ever
that
make
comes out.
7, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Keep going, yeah. Yeah. It can be
The worst
terrible.
story in the world. If they kiss at the end, I will devour it.
It can be
Yep.
the half-life, full-life consequences of Ace Attorney, and I would be
If
happy.
there is a kiss. Yeah.
And then they can put me in prison instead. I don't mind.
We can't have that either, Mr. Starbuck. Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. And don't step on my line. I'm going to give her the very best defense I can. I promise to get her acquitted, just like I did for you, by putting the blame on her.
Can I put out a request?
Who's the next person making with the blame on?
What's up,
Other
Mary?
people.
What's up, Mary?
I need to put out a request just because we've been in the desert for so long.
Oh, you want to kiss?
Can we see a kiss?
All right.
Yeah.
It sounds like Hikira
Yeah.
wants a kiss.
Hold it.
It's the first time chat. We gotta celebrate because the first time chatting was about kissing.
There you go. As a treat, because it's almost Christmas, and almost Christmas isn't Christmas.
A kiss every day of December.
Oh, we got a high up one. So many things have happened. Yankee Gal says Phoenix wouldn't kiss Edgeworth. What?
Because he's too shy.
Erikios, thank you for turning
Yeah.
down for what? And Ryu Karika, thank you for the high up. Nice combo, guys. Did you say this?
Oh, I know she'll be alright with you in her corner. I know you'll never give up on her. Apollo has a fine boss to look up to. Yet he looks up to everyone.
Hey.
Do you know anything about this piece of evidence, which is what I call my badge, apparently?
No, sorry, I'm so useless.
No, it's all right. There's no need to get all depressed.
Too late. I'm sad.
Too late.
I still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum.
What could have made Director Cosmos do such a thing?
I haven't the foggiest idea. So there was never gonna be a launch that day. Not from the very beginning. I wonder if Clay knew.
I imagine he must have. Surely he would have noticed when he went to board the rocket.
It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in. But I guess that's about how it goes when you're worth less than space debris.
Is he gonna be all right, Daddy?
No.
That's a big question, honey.
His expression looks as dark as a black hole.
Well, that's just how he is.
I see.
I'm just bipolar, okay? God, let me live.
Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murderer?
Not really. I I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all.
Yeah, I guess that was a little too much to hope for.
Hey, I heard something from the police, though. They said they never did find a 10 caliber gun down that trash chute.
Just as I thought. The culprit must have carried it away with them when they escaped.
So was the person you saw holding a gun Mr. Starbuck?
I couldn't really tell.
Was it who was the person who?
Yeah, it looked like it just
Something
said...
was, something was really fucked up about that sentence.
Yeah, they
and
didn't-
I'm just like trying to think about it again 5 seconds later.
Yeah.
It's like, wait.
I looked at it, and it didn't say who, so I think it was just a typo.
I think you're right.
But it wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was male or female, tall or short?
Don't be sexist.
I can't even tell you that much. Man, I'm useless. Don't ask me to assume gender. When the culprit opened the door and some light came in, I should have been able to see.
The door. Ah, yes.
The stove.
As I recall, they opened this door here as they made their escape.
The door to Launchpad 1, right?
Now who's stepping on whose lines?
Don't step on my lines, Patty.
Yeah, don't step on her lines. Except right now. The door leads to the Space Museum.
You mean the launch pad and the Space Museum are switched right now?
Yeah, they're trying to investigate the theory you came up with in court.
So they're recreating the conditions, huh? I'd like to see what's beyond that door now. Mr. Starbuck, could you open this door for us?
Yeah, sure. Let me just put my hand in the oven there.
Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot?
Well, back when the Space Museum was Launchpad 2, they used to switch their pads around at times. But oh, that's you.
But these days, Launchpad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right?
Yup, because quite frankly, the Space Center needs the money.
I hear you. Times sure are tough.
You're not an astronaut, you don't know shit.
Daddy, let's go check out what's beyond that door.
Sure, let's go. Gotta be better than whatever's happening here.
Hey, why don't I come along? I can show you around.
The most depressing tour of a space station you've ever been on. Someone to take a shit?
Ew,
Free took a
freaky.
Who let this tree in here?
So this is another one of those devices for opening the door, huh?
You mean
Let's talk
the
about
oven?
Yep, this one is, well, it's not an oven, first of all, but it doesn't require fingerprint verification. I know, it's fucking crazy. You just hit the button and open sesame. You got an Instant Pot.
So when you and Clay went through here, you didn't need to show your prints either?
That's right, Trucy. Just like how the culprit didn't need to scan their prints when they escaped back out of the Space Museum corridor into Boarding Lounge 2. Everybody remembers the geography of the space station, right?
Right. We like to talk
is
about it.
Oh boy!
Launchpad 1 door lock. The biometric door lock. Print authentication isn't required from the Launchpad side. 2 pages about a fucking door.
It's an oven.
Right.
They really
That's the
want you to
stove
remember it's
manual.
not an oven.
Look at that tree shit.
I love autumn when the tree shit comes down.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, really
Trees are just pinching them off left and right.
Huh? I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here.
Maybe they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes.
Did Athena kill these leaves as well?
Oh my
No.
god.
I think you're right.
bitch.
There are lots of trees around the Space Center.
She's right. It's a modern state-of-the-art building, but it's surrounded by trees. They could take over at any minute.
You telling me this place is in a location? No.
But I don't know. If they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes, wouldn't they look more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on, unlike me.
He needs it.
Maybe there's some kind of secret hatch in the corridor and they came in that way?
You think they tried to oven roast these leaves?
I think you might be right.
Not everything is set up like a magician's stage, you know, just most things. Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. And I imagine this corridor is built exactly like the Launchpad 1 corridor. Weren't you gonna come with us and show us around?
Help! Help!
Yeah, they were talking about the state of the leaves, sophisticated chemist.
Show him the leaves.
Oh, is that evidence?
I don't know. You can
I
show him
don't
the
think it
door.
is.
No.
You
Show
can
him the door, yeah, okay.
I guess we're just supposed to remember there were some leaves.
And
This game.
maybe show him the lighter too.
Recall the leaves.
I'm getting a bit of lag on the game, so let me know if it's a problem at all. Do you know anything about this piece of evidence? Oh, it's the same dialogue.
I don't know shit about fuck.
All right. Was there something else I should show?
The lighter.
No.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Okay.
Maybe we can just try some, like, going somewhere else and seeing if we get anything.
Okay. All right. December 20th, Cosmos Space Center entrance.
Curse the wretch who sullied my good name. Reverse course and full speed away.
Director Cosmos, wait!
I'll handle this, Daddy. Take that.
When I get that old man.
The mobility system has been compromised.
Whoa. Fucking... Trucy's knife shot was a direct hit to one of his tires. She was aiming for his throat, though.
But her aim
And
does
this-
suck.
And the streak of missing people's necks continues.
I like to think she's just, you know, knifed a lot of people's tires.
For practice.
Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what tricks she's been practicing.
Maybe I should have raised my daughter.
Oh, she's doing the bleh. She's doing the bleh.
The
Fucking, she's just been at home in the office throwing knives at things.
She's nothing
Yeah.
better to do.
That portrait of her
Let go to
dad.
school.
And
My dear old battleship, we fought many a skirmish together. It has been an honor.
Daddy, he's gonna blow that thing up.
Nah, I bet all that button will do is make it go haywire again.
Phoenix, you know what they say about assumptions.
Ass, ass, ass.
Ass.
Horsepicture.jpg.
Very well. I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expect to be treated honorably.
Ass.
Okay.
Excuse me, but about this piece of evidence?
Let me ask you a question. What will that object contribute to the future of mankind?
It's my attorney badge. I think I'm contributing plenty. Have you seen this ass? What?
Have you seen the horse?
Not
Have you
much, I
seen the
guess.
horse picture?
I lost the horse. I don't know where the horse went. Have you seen the horse?
He has that picture in his wallet.
Then how important could it be? Quite unlike the great historical figure, Yuri Cosmos.
If he's any more self-absorbed, he'll turn into his very own black hole. I took that insult from Trucy. Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits, and I don't know if you've seen the next episode of GX yet, but if you haven't, oh my god, you're in for a treat. One of the best episodes by far and large. Yes, I have. I've actually recorded, and I'm in the process of editing the GX watch-along for the Don Zalug episode. So yes, we stand Don Zalug in this house. He's dynamite. All right, so should I be showing him anything or just talking?
Probably talking.
I guess.
Start with.
I guess we'll talk. Director Cosmos, when you were talking in court about switching the launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why.
But now we're
Can you
out
tell
of
us
court, and I'm
why?
just gonna bully you about it instead.
Yeah.
Tell us, come on.
It's off the record. Come on.
I'd like Director
I'll tell you
Cosmos to
where-
tell us
I'll show you all my Oscar porn if you tell us.
why he switched the 2 launch pads to begin with.
Please, I can't. I exercise my right to remain silent. But I will say, my hands were tied. I was only doing what I could to keep my men from getting caught in that blast. Yeah. The center of the cosmos is shrouded in mystery, but I don't have any secrets left. Now that my battleship has been destroyed and I've been taken prisoner!
Oh, Space Psyche Lux.
No, we're still on Earth.
I know. No secrets left, huh? I beg to differ.
I bet you have exactly 3.
I'm gonna blackmail the shit out of this guy. Looks like I'll have to undo his Psyche Lux if I want to get to the bottom of this. Should I try the Psyche Lux?
I say go ahead. Let's try it.
Papa Bar saying for the 10 bits. Don't forget Chick the Yellow. He's 6 foot when he jumps up. Don't you know? Also, quick fun fact, Chick the Yellow is actually a meta card for one format. Chick along with Makuria let you keep recycling Call of the Haunted from your hand for an OTK.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yo.
Oh, okay. I'm like, huh?
Okay.
Just
Director-
Yu-Gi-Oh talk.
Director Cosmos, when you were talking in court about... Wait. You used
The
your...
adults are talking.
Oh, I have to do this. Wait, do I have to use the Magatama?
You have
Oh.
Oh.
I forgot how it worked.
Been a while.
Bum-bum. All right. Where do you think the chains, like... Who do you think came up with the concept of chains wrapping around these characters?
Well, we know that Shu Takumi is deeply intimidated by women and he
Yeah.
wants them to dominate him. So where do you think the chains come from?
There's no way to know.
Silly question, really. Ericchio, thank you for the 10 bits. I don't have time for these locks. Trucy, give you a knife.
Just right to the throat, Trucy.
Behind the switching of the launch pads. I want you to tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of the 2 launch pads.
I refuse. You can't make me. I can hold out longer than anyone.
I hope I never get like this when I'm old. Now let's see where to start. He's already a brat. What's he talking about? This is how you explained your motive for switching the launch pads. You did it to save the astronauts, right?
I think it's to save the astronauts.
Yeah.
Thanks to you switching the launch pads, the astronauts escaped injury from the blast. Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. They're chains of love. Instead, they safely boarded the museum's rocket far away from the actual explosion.
My astronauts were raring to go out on an authentic adventure in space. How do you propose I had them board a fake rocket without them noticing?
I agree, you couldn't have done it without help. For one, they would have figured it out the instant they stepped into the Space Museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he'd been drugged with his medication, but without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off. Play? Oh, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the only people involved. You must have gotten Mr. Terran to help you.
Best friend of my friend.
Best friend of someone I kind of know. He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him. And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum.
Someone please help this poor prisoner of war.
I'm just a little old man.
I'm just a baby.
I just spin.
Oh my God.
Help.
Lisa Ortiz came over last night and we
Yeah.
were talking about something and I don't remember exactly what it was. But then she goes, "Have you ever seen Broad City?" And I immediately go, "I'm just a baby. I
I'm
don't
just
have
a
any
baby.
Oh, we
I
were
don't have
talking
any
about Fred
money.
Armisen. We were talking about Fred Armisen, and she's like, "I always
Yeah.
think of that all the time."
How is he able to spin around like that? I want to do that. If you really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, shouldn't you have just called off the launch?
If I could have done that, do you think I would have gone to all that trouble?
I guess he must have had a compelling reason why he couldn't call it off. But how did you know to switch the pads in advance of the bombing incident? Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. That spinning old man would make a great redeem, just say.
Well, that's because I was warned in advance.
It's because he's bisexual.
Thank you for the vamp redeem there, Papa Boris.
Beat me to it.
You said redeem. Everybody's brain goes right to the vamp.
Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure my astronauts' safety.
But it was just a warning. It could even have been a prank.
I got news for you.
Thank you, Ninja
That
Warlord,
means
for
you're
the
gay.
iced tea redeem. Why did you believe in it so completely?
But because I went to one of those mediums that everyone's talking about these days. You know, in the year 2020 whatever, everyone is talking about mediums.
Oh,
Hot stuff.
I didn't realize channeling was back in vogue. It's because everybody keeps calling his Cosmos Space Center mid. He thinks everyone's talking about mediums. Besides, Rockwood, thank you for the Family Feud redeem. We're getting them all out of the way. Besides, I thought it
Sort
was
'em out.
you yourself that got the warning via telephone.
Yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My battleship is equipped with a special advanced communication system, you see.
AKA a regular old telephone.
You don't gotta tell me about Nokias.
A Killing 121, thank you for the Hydrate redeem.
It's been a while. Planning another launch? I see you haven't learned. I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call.
The bomber said, "It's been a while." And that was enough to make you take the threat seriously?
Yes.
Well, yeah, he was just.
Perhaps Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center had been involved in a bombing once before. Maybe the culprit in the current case is the same person who was involved in this incident. And this incident, the the courtroom bombing. No,
I
wait.
think it's not the courtroom bombing because that was Ted Toney. And
He-
he was just a guy.
He was just a guy. Who is it? Which is it?
I think it's the
do it
hat one
on
miracle.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that?
You can't do it on command.
I'm doing it manually. The Hat One Miracle. That epic story of survival. People across the nation know it now as a heroic tale of bravery. But in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by a current killer, wasn't it? Very few knew about the previous plot, so when the caller said, "It's been a while," you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real and it wasn't a prank.
Didn't anyone ever tell you to go easy on an ex-serviceman?
No.
My brain! Yes, the Hat One Miracle was really a desperate battle against an act of sabotage. I even lost the life of one of my staff members in the fight.
Sabotage. Sabotage. Murder.
Sabotage. Martyr.
Martyr. So this is the ugly truth. So this is the ugly truth behind the Hat One Miracle.
It's Serbiturge and murder.
Trucy's just over there like, what are you doing? Are you okay?
You have ADHD.
I let
You're
my
just making noises.
I let my guard down. I thought the saboteur had been caught and that the case was closed.
Huh? Wait a minute. The murder at the Space Center 7 years ago.
It's always 7 years.
This must be the person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit. This bitch?
No.
Clay?
Think of someone who's in prison.
Oh.
Blackwell?
Blackwell. No wonder he's personally invested. He took the fall.
His fucking runny eyeliner.
Why do you think it's so runny?
Because all the men keep coming on his face in
Oh,
prison.
now. Oh, now. Simon Blackwell, the murder
God, I was
suspect in a
hungry.
case that happened here 7 years ago. The place and time of the two incidents. Thank you for bonking Mare and Ribbonfly. The murder and the sabotage were the same. So, you thought that he committed both crimes. But while Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars, you got another threatening call. If the culprit this time is the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Realizing that, you were shaken. It meant the true culprit's been running free all this time.
How do you keep seeing straight through me?
Life ruined.
Yeah.
Yay.
Fuck
I'll
the
be right back
elderly.
really quick.
Sure thing. We'll take a minute before we harass this old man. All right. Any thoughts on best butt, Karina? Because I feel like maybe we didn't give you time to answer.
Let's see, what butts do I think about a lot? Neospatian Aqua Dolphin.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It's right there, isn't it?
I
Should've been
have
obvious.
a print right in eyeline that is Knives from Trigun Stampede.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Doing "Everyone is so mean to me" broken heart emoji. So that comes to mind, I guess.
While we're waiting for Soupy, I'm giving Drawfee Show on Twitch a big shout out.
Thank you.
So be sure to check out that. You guys stream on Tuesday or Monday?
Monday.
They stream tomorrow.
Monday.
Yeah.
And
I was just like, no, it was when's Monday. I know a day I.
and be sure to give Karina a follow on Twitter at Dilphosaur. And what's your? Have you got any other Instagram or anything that you like to promote?
Nah, I also post on Tumblr. Same.
Oh, hell
same
yeah.
username.
Tumblr.karina.com, I assume.
No.
Is it not? How do they work?
How does it work?
Wait, why would it be
is-
Karina? What am I talking about?
Yeah, dilphosaur.tumblr.com.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. Vampiro, LK, I saw Godzilla -1 on Friday. Dude, you need to watch that movie when you can. It's a masterpiece. I'm quite excited for it. It looks pretty fantastic. I like that they're giving Godzilla some real weight in that movie, it looks like. Marion, was there anything you wanted to promote while we're waiting for Soupy?
I don't know if I have anything that I can promote, but I do want to say I remembered another butt that is very good.
Okay, that's fine. Promote that.
Nimbus's butt.
Nimbus's butt. That is a great butt, to be honest.
A very good butt.
Yeah.
When I was at, oh, I think I might have said this already, but when I was at fucking Bungie, they were like, we have to make them sit. We can't have Nimbus stand.
Photon Hydra, thank you for the follow. That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Photons showing up later in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, I believe, is when the Photon archetype debuted. That is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show I should do like a watch through of, because that's one I literally never gave the time of day, because the first episode kind of made me go, huh, what is this?
I want to go back and rewatch Zexal because people ask me about my opinion on it a lot, and I have like a positive opinion on it, but it's because I'm friends with a lot of people who like it, who have made very good fan art for it.
Sure.
But I watched the entire thing in like 4 days, entirely in the English dub.
Whoa.
While like, because my computer was busted, and it was while I was a freelancer, so I had nothing to do.
Oh, God.
So I was just sitting around. I was like, I guess I'll just watch like everything until I have my new computer, I guess.
Sure.
Just did it all in one shoot.
Yeah, it's
honestly,
go on.
I think the only time you really attempted to watch Zexal was when we were living at my parents' place, and you woke up at like 7:30 in the morning
to watch the first episode.
And put it on, and
it's because he's bisexual.
Like, we didn't want to leave the room because that involves interacting with my parents. So like you put on fucking Zexal at 7 in the morning, and I'm just like laying there like, Martin, are you fucking kidding me?
Why are you doing this?
I do not give a shit about
I have a really high tolerance for like the 4Kids dubs, but I think Zexal is one of the ones where it benefits it to not watch it in English, but I didn't have the choice at the time. I was just like, well, this is what's available to me. Let's go.
Right.
That was such a weird time for production as well, because there was actually a simultaneous LA production going on as well, because 4Kids or some TV Tokyo was suing somebody. So the rights for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal were in limbo, and they were they had approached Bang Zoom to
I remember that,
to do a dub, and it
Johnny
was
Young
like
Bosch.
Doug Erholtz and Johnny Young Bosch were the two leads, and like they actually like they had the same sort of agreement, which, you know, meant that they could redo the soundtrack and meant that they could reanimate the lip flaps, but they were doing it to make it so that they could write whatever script they wanted to that was closer to what was going on, as opposed to time to fill in every blank space with dialogue because the kids can't handle no dialogue. So yeah, it was,
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi.
So that was, and that was also when I booked Sword Art Online, because I went in and I was like, oh God, I don't know what I'm recording for. I really hope it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And then it ended up being Sword Art Online, and I was like, oh, but you know, I mean,
what a bad day.
The one show that actually made it to air, yeah. I kind of have to laugh at myself now.
Good to have you back, Soupy. Azul Magia, thank you for the vamp redeem back there. I know I didn't say anything at the time, but thank you. Aether Solora VT, good to see you. Welcome to the Twitch stream. We're playing some Ace Attorney today. I don't remember what year we were at GeekCon, but it sounds like probably one in the early 2010s at least. But yes, good to see you. Aether, thank you for the follow. You came up to me talking in the Bakura voice, and I got you to laugh from my Marek as I bent down on the ground laughing. From 2014. Wow. That's a decade now. Wow. Weird. It's weird to think about. Right. But yes, I do remember getting to talk to Christy Reed and Johnny Young Bosch about that Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal dub that never quite materialized. But I remember Johnny joking that they could give it to me the stuff that they did record and tell me and release it as the abridged version. So a weird world. All
Very
right.
weird.
Are we ready to continue?
Yeah.
All
think
right.
so.
I'm going to chat to the old man. The reason why The reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is because he's secretly a detective.
Oh.
Is connected to the truth behind the Hat 1 miracle.
Never happened.
The sabotage and murder that happened at the Space Center 7 years ago.
The what and murder?
The murder. The sabotage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the sabotage. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding.
If you really want to understand the reason I've decided to switch the launch pads, we have to have a flashback.
Bully him.
Push him down.
Yeah.
We'll have to start with the story of that horrible nightmare from 7 years ago.
7 years ago. You mean the so-called Hat 1 miracle? That incident?
Yes.
It never happened.
The launch went smoothly, but once the ship entered outer space, then the troubles began. We only have footage of the museum part with the spaceship, the fake stuff, so imagine all of this. It was all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme.
It's Kristoff.
So Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
I probably should have mentioned that first.
Yeah, that's...
Not my staff.
Wow, I had no idea such awful events were behind that exciting story of space heroism.
Armageddon is based on a true story. Ben Affleck really did go to space. All that.
But there was no Dunkin' Donuts, so he came back.
Is that a thing with Ben Affleck?
Oh yeah, he loves Dunkin' Donuts.
It's like an ongoing.
There's so many like paparazzi photos of him like just with Dunkin' Donuts.
Really?
looking like he's going
Yeah,
to die.
totally. Yes.
Like it's not even just Duncan. It's obvious that he physically relies upon Duncan to
Yes.
maintain any semblance of normalcy.
Do you think that clip
No
of him...
other iced coffee will do.
Do you think that clip of him talking about Batman vs Superman where he looks really sad and they slowly zoom in on him, that was a day without Duncan?
Probably.
The day
No.
without Duncan.
Yeah, that was a day with Starbucks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's all they had.
No.
all,
It's not the same.
all that in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going.
Speaking of coming or going, thank you Corbin09 for resubscribing with Prime for 9 months there. Howdy. You got a Prime sub there.
You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints, huh? Leaf, get it? I'm cluing you in.
So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage?
Subvertage.
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I
Well,
don't
that would have been helpful to know back then.
Super helpful.
I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it is clear what that person is. A jerk.
What?
To put it simply, a spy.
A poopy doo-doo face.
Sorry, I was lagging.
Oh, you're fine.
A spy? You mean somebody who infiltrates a foreign country? Carries out dangerous missions and always gets the girl?
That's exactly what I mean, yes.
Brucey, you want to be a spy.
I want to be
Asking
a
for
spy so
a
bad.
friend.
I want to get a girl.
Someone's watching way too many late night movies.
Somebody's parents are not doing a very good job.
I can't believe.
I wonder
Wonder who that could be.
Who the hell let Trucy watch James Bond? That is not cool. That's off limits. We got a Maya He playing. Killing 121, thank you for the Maya He, Maya Who. And Vampiro, thank you for quoting "The world is not enough," I think it is. Where he says, "I thought Christmas came only once a year, because the woman he's fucking is named Christmas."
Ha!
That,
That's really pathetic if she only comes once a year.
Wow.
And also, if that's what he just expected of her.
Yeah.
Your name's fucking
James.
Christmas. You must not get satisfied much.
She's like, yeah.
Hey, Thessalora, thank you for the subscription there. And Tensa Zangetsuga, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Oh, you're fine, Vampiro. I would never blame you for something James Bond said. That's his fault.
I'm shading James Bond. I love how much Daniel Craig hates James Bond as a person.
Oh, I didn't
He
know.
just, oh yeah, no, like it's really funny because like there's a.
Was he like
a little-
ambivalent until he was James Bond?
I don't know. I don't remember his feelings before taking on the role, but I know like as he's performed it, he's just like, this guy's such a fucking jackass.
He fucking
Like,
sucked.
Yeah, like there was
Boo,
there was that whole thing going around when which one was it? Spectre, the one that started off with the really cool like Festival of the Dead.
Yeah.
And like he hooks up with a woman who's around his age, and there was like all this press talking to him being like, oh, James Bond is hooking up with quite a matronly woman, oh, an older woman now. And he's like, no, she's just age appropriate, y'all, like get over it. He's a misogynist. He's disgusting.
Right,
And,
Helix.
like,
Oh, go on.
no, I was gonna say on like the last movie set when he was gonna wrap James Bond, he was like, look, I know I have my opinions about these movies, but thank you guys so much for making me look good.
Thank you, Ray Helix VT, for the hydrate command there. Aha. All right. Well, I guess if we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material, it's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all. The spy.
Make no mistake, there's cutthroat rivalry between nations in this space R&D race. Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 7 years ago, we got a call before the launch warning us of sabotage.
The same MO as this time.
Yes, and here I thought the perpetrator had been caught, but it looks like I was wrong. The same statement I've made 3 times, but phrased differently.
Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like a ninja than a spy, don't you think?
He's a samurai, you fucking racist.
Aren't ninjas and spies basically the same? This is a man.
Wow.
This is a man who quibbles about stepladders.
But ninjas and spies,
Basically the same
right?
thing.
Yeah.
Now you
like,
know how it
come
feels.
on.
Now you know how it feels to argue with you, Martin.
My favorite spy, Naruto.
But there's a good reason we failed to find the real spy. A massive cover-up by the government. Of course. Get Jesse Ventura on the phone. Government officials were too embarrassed to admit that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy.
Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation.
They did indeed. And then, to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story.
And that was the Hat 1 miracle, wasn't it? Oh, so the movie is propaganda. The movie is
I mean,
Yeah, it's a movie.
yeah,
well, yes.
but that's also just how real movies are.
Yeah, it's a movie.
But like, yeah, it's like a Captain Phillips kind of thing, where it's like, it
Yeah.
didn't go down like that.
Yeah.
But then 7 years later, the same MO, advance warning of sabotage or prank. That must have been the director's reason for switching the launch pads. Just like 7 years ago. 7 years ago, the spy... I'm so tired of establishing this. 7 years ago, the spy gave you advance warning of their plans, just like this time. That was what...
And it's 2 games in a row of just straight up 7 years ago.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Apollo, this... That's such a huge... Anyway.
They don't know any other numbers, okay?
Yeah.
That was what made you decide to switch the launch pads, wasn't it? Well, they don't know 7 because they haven't made 7 games in the series yet, so...
Oh.
They're just like, what are we going to do once we reach the 7th game? There's no other numbers.
That's
I don't know how
right.
to count any higher.
The caller knew the facts of the case 7 years ago, despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder, and they said... You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you? Remember when I called?
Did something happen 7 years ago?
Hang on, 7 years ago.
Whoa.
I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government wouldn't let me.
Government said no.
Government's a jerk. We don't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor.
Japanifornia.
It was quite a moving speech, actually.
Tut tut.
Moving? Really? Maybe if you're easily inspired by political talking points.
Wow.
Yeah, way to get...
But
go,
I'm not. I'm just dating the
Elining.
chief prosecutor.
Go to space, get woke, I guess.
But I knew the truth. We had been warned, which meant that the danger was very real. And I knew there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. The government, finds a way. That's why I switched the launch pads and staged the moving rescue scene.
When he says moving, he means emotionally? Not physically?
I thought he was referring to like the switching of the launch pads.
Oh, right. I was like, is he saying that it was sad? Vampiro, thank you.
Maybe.
It was inspiring.
I was inspired. Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits. In space, no one can hear you be woke. Well, the opposite of an echo chamber. A silence chamber.
First, I snuck into the center the night before and switched the launch pads. That way, the astronauts would go from boarding lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a closed for repairs sign at the door to Launchpad 1 in boarding lounge 2. And just to be on the safe side, I painted a fake Launchpad 2 where Launchpad 1 was to confuse everybody. Like Wile E. Coyote.
So
Yeah, seriously.
You did that so normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? What else do you do? What else did you do? As if this
What
place...
else do you do?
What else do you do?
What do you even do here, old man?
Let's bully him again.
As if this place has normal visitors.
I mean, it is a museum.
Yeah.
But nobody in this world is normal.
Admitted they're broke.
The
That's why
Azalmagia.
Apollo goes there all the time.
The Azalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. It's kind of messed up that this person has bombed this space station twice, and the government's reaction to being told maybe we shouldn't endanger lives was, do it, no balls.
I mean, that's kind of how the government works.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
that's actually like so realistic, honestly.
Yeah.
I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Terran, Apollo Justice's best friend.
By the way.
BT Dub.
But you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it?
He'd already been through enough, and he's no good at lying to keep a secret. It's very contrived, but that's how I do things.
I'm old.
I'm afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. It's literally the only option I had. My plan
It's
went...
still giving the kids a Benadryl trick.
I tried not drugging him, but the government wouldn't let me.
They said, don't slip uncontrolled substances to your employees. That's illegal.
Wink, wink.
My plan went well, apparently, until...
Did it?
It was going great until the stabbing.
Oopsies.
I hate when my day be going so fine, then boom, stabbing.
That do be happening.
Clay's murder, huh? Do you think I can borrow that knife, by the way?
Oh. After...
Percy, no.
Trucy, yes.
A knife.
Dusk Commander, thank
Knife.
Dusk Commander, thank you for subscribing with Prime for 6 months. LK, I've been arrested for tax fraud. Do you think you could be my lawyer? I do have the lawyer's badge on. But Dusk Commander, you might be on your own for that one, unfortunately.
That's civil. We're criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're criminals.
We are just criminals,
Oh,
yeah.
no. We're criminal attorneys. We're not criminals.
We're not
We're
civil.
being gay and doing crime.
We are
Yeah, we're not
uncivil.
civil.
After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back, going tee tee tee.
I gotta put this out there. I want Subi to voice a character in the a knife baby voice.
A knife.
I did it in such a way that no one would find out, even though they did. But after all that effort, Terran is dead, and the hat too is destroyed.
Bitch, I know you stabbed Terran. Don't act like you didn't.
And the
swear
hope
to God.
the hope capsule, which had returned to us only recently, was also lost in that blast.
Azlamagia says, do you think Blackwell was arrested just because he happened to be a guy who always threatened to stab people, and this was just the one time his gimmick happened to be disadvantageous to his appearance?
He's like, God, I never expected this to happen.
A samurai sword is just a very long knife.
I thought I could threaten people with violence indiscriminately and get away with it forever.
My home, the center of the cosmos, my beautiful Cosmos Space Center is done for.
Wait, what did he mean by the hope capsule was lost in the blast?
Shut up.
Thank you, Vampiro, for the Zookeeper redeem. I thought that the hope capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Terran. It had just been brought back by the Hope space probe with asteroid samples inside. So what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. I remember back then when I was stood out here talking to you like this. The capsule was being held in a safe in Launchpad 1.
The good old
Conversation's
days.
so long you need flashbacks.
But I gave it to Terran before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion. The idea was that with it safely in Terran's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during the staged miraculous escape. But our precious research materials ended up lost to that explosion anyway.
But I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe.
You misunderstand. The launchpad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to. It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence.
Wait, was there a third explosion? Was that the one in the courtroom?
I think it was the
I,
courtroom.
I think it's referring to the courtroom.
Oh,
one, yeah.
wow.
It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens.
Yet another casualty of that blast. It was the capsule and a woman.
But enough
that
about the
order.
woman.
Yeah, the capsule though.
Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads. What? How? The police found a wiretapping device during their investigation today. A bug aboard my battleship. A tap on my advanced communication system.
A wire on that phone?
Yes, a wire on this very phone. I used the phone to give instructions to my staff about the launchpad switch. Just to the few select members who knew about the plan. You know, like 10 guys who told 10 other guys. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1. The culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion.
And planted the bomb then. Yes, if they were tapping your phone, they definitely could pull something like that off.
You had to hit the then.
So you really think the same spy is behind this incident and the one 7 years ago? Let's talk about that some more. You think 7 years ago something happened and now
Wait,
I'm confused. Did something
Yeah, what
happen 7
happened?
years ago?
yeah,
the
no.
person
I
from
don't
back
get
then
it.
here again
Was there
talking?
a person back then? You telling me?
Yes, I'm sure of it. Now that we've talked about it 10 times,
Then this
Make it
spy
11.
must be the phantom Prosecutor Blackwell has been chasing. So they suspected Blackwell of setting off a bomb? Or trying to? No, we don't know.
Not currently.
Okay.
Like, they're suspecting him of the murder from 7 years ago, but now they're like, oh, it couldn't have been him because,
So-
like, now this person's coming back and, like, making threats again.
But they haven't established how the murder went down 7 years ago?
I don't remember exactly how,
Okay.
like,
I
what
don't
the
think
investigation
they
was like.
have.
But they did rush it, they said.
Right.
Yeah, because government.
But it wasn't
Yeah,
an
'cause
explosion.
Not as far as I remember.
Okay.
That wasn't, like, how the murder happened, at least.
Right.
But Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even still. For starters, that case happened right here at this very space center, too.
Right here at this very space center.
So if we can find this Phantom,
That's right. We can clear Athena's name. And then there's the matter of...
easy. He's been looking for 7 years, but we can look for like 2 days and do it.
Nailed it.
And then there's the matter of Prosecutor Blackwell, too.
What about him?
Well,
You mean that ninja? Hey, you're that ninja.
well, if
Or
the,
spy.
if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as in the current incident, it would mean Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if, though.
I wonder how dangerous that guy would be in court without handcuffs.
I mean, we've seen him without them, basically.
He breaks out of them most days. What are you talking about?
Turns out not.
well, he's allowed out of the office most days.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of
What are you
handcuffs,
talking about?
killing, thank you for the hydrate command. All right.
She's like, hang on, they're allowing him outside of prison?
But if we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in. I'll stab it with one of my knives.
That was the movie, The Curse of La Llorona. I think it is. It's set in the Conjuring universe because there's like 5 different spin-off movies from that. There's a scene where the guy who plays Tuco in Breaking Bad throws holy water at La Llorona, but he does it in slow motion, and he's sort of like throwing like little drops of holy water, so he's like shooting bullets.
Wow.
It's great.
He's like,
Damn.
It's all over for me. Spin, spin, well, well, I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed.
You think he's gonna be all right, Daddy?
No.
Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into the Hat 1 mission, too.
If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. There's a Hat 1 exhibit there. Oh, don't mind me. I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds.
It's like he achieved spiritual enlightenment or something.
Nope, just throwing up.
Looks like spiritual enlightenment to me.
I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go visit the Space Museum.
yeah!
Yay!
If he dies, he dies.
He's drilling a hole into the dirt. Anyway, Space Museum. He turned into a Beyblade.
Goodbye.
Beyblade. December 20th, Cosmos Space Center, Space Museum.
Let's see. Where's the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago?
There. That's the Hat 1 exhibit.
Oh, wow. Look at that photo of the team.
There's Clay and Mr. Starbuck, Director Cosmos, Aura Blackwell, and even Ponko. But I've never seen the woman on the right before.
Everybody looks so happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos.
Let's check out the newspaper article, too. Hat 1 launch imminent, and there's a photo of the Hope space probe. I guess it's only natural it doesn't talk about the murder or the sabotage.
We really were keeping it a secret, just like the director said. Daddy, take a look at that jacket.
It must be the Hat 1 team's uniform jacket. I guess they were in obelisk blue. It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing, the one that belonged to Clay.
His best friend.
Yeah, his best friend's jacket.
Actual jacket worn by a Hat 1 team member, it says.
Actual jacket worn by actual Apollo's best friend.
That he has.
And then
Trust
actual
me.
Apollo.
Citation needed. Not a replica, huh? I wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks. Hat 1 exhibit added to the court record. Ryu Elf says, so Apollo is a sly for slacker? Well, I believe, Karina, you said that he's voiced by Yuki Judai's VA, right?
Yep.
In the Japanese. So there you go. Definitely.
Confirmed.
Who's this?
I don't remember.
Let's have it be the...
Hello?
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh, it was weird.
Hello?
Oh, Miss...
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, Miss
Whoa.
Woods. What's wrong with your voice?
Hello? I heard Thena got arrested, so I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here at the scene.
Man, she's good.
Thought you might be here.
She found us.
She's the real criminal.
You must be so worried. But rest assured,
I killed a few
I'm going to do my
people,
very... What?
yeah. Nothing.
I'm going to do my very best to defend her.
Ooh, Thena's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her.
Huh? You mean the Cosmos Space Center?
What, you didn't know?
I mean, I don't take an interest in these children.
Fair.
I just employ them, I think.
She used to live here when she was a little girl.
Wait, live here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did? No,
Yeah.
I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much.
Yeah.
Anka was her roommate.
Miss Woods, was Anka the roommate? Anko, the robot.
Okay.
The robot, Anko.
Oh, Punko.
Ponko, I'm sorry.
Anka.
I didn't hear the P, so I was like, Uncle
Yeah.
was her roommate?
You're like, who's Uncle?
Yeah. Miss Woods, could you tell me more in detail?
Blorbo was
Tell me more, tell me more. Athena and the Space Center.
Athena's mom worked here.
Oh, I see you're back to normal.
Ah, there you go.
If I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology or something like that.
But why was a psychology specialist working at a space research facility?
I don't really know.
Do astronauts need therapy? But they've been to space.
I said I don't know.
But I do know that she lived and worked here. So Athena lived here too.
So it was far from Athena's first time here. I wonder why she didn't mention it.
She probably didn't want to talk about it because you look weird and judgmental. This place is connected to a very sad memory for her.
Bad memory.
Let's talk about it.
A sad memory.
Yeah.
Dish. Give us the tea.
I love gossip.
There was a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago.
Was it?
No
really?
way!
You'll
Whoa.
No way!
Hang on. Making a mental note. 7 years. Okay. I think I've got it. The same time frame as the Hat Wand launch.
Right? Tina's mom in the robotics lab.
With the candlestick.
She was murdered.
Moira.
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh wow, we got Olive Garden official in here.
Oh,
Ooh.
These
shit.
are breadsticks.
I think we've seen Olive Garden official before. I don't
We
think.
have.
Unlimited
I-
soup.
We harassed them for
Soup,
free
soup,
food
yes.
before. We
I-
didn't get any.
Yeah, we never got those breadsticks. 7 years ago,
Yeah.
we asked for breadsticks.
We've been streaming for 7 years.
Yeah.
After it happened,
We're so hungry.
Give us breadsticks.
Definitively
after it
limited.
happened, Athena stopped coming to school.
Olive Garden says, my B.
Hey, it's
That-
all right, buddy. We love you.
That B better stand for breadsticks.
Yeah.
Poor Athena. And all this time, she never let on at all. It's almost like I just met her.
And also don't care about anything she says.
I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her.
Voided Up says, we don't have Olive Garden here in the UK. I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
You are
That must
closer
be
to
nice.
actual Italy.
You have actual
In-
gardens.
Yeah.
In the amount of time it takes me to drive to Disneyland, you can drive to Italy and get actual Italian food.
Yeah.
Fitting rotas.
But I never saw her again.
I'm glad we have the goofy little aliens to accompany the sad
Pew, pew, pew.
narration. I got you! Pew pew! People go by on one of those Buzz Lightyear little capsules that you got in the ride.
After a while, we started exchanging letters.
I score.
But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years. You wouldn't understand, Phoenix.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And so the first time you'd seen her in 7 years was during Professor Court's case.
I wouldn't understand because she actually replied to your letters.
Also, is a woman. How am I supposed to
That's
understand?
right. And I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person. So cheerful and happy.
Oh, has she repressed all of that?
Yeah.
She used to be like super fucking emo, like a scene girl. Like had the really big fluffy hair and the dark eyeliner.
But
and
now
it
she's
didn't
just a
look
poser.
good. Yeah, now she's just like a basic bitch. So
You
I'm
know,
like,
I'm really
can we
glad
find something in
that
the
the
middle?
Hades developers took inspiration from The Big Bang Theory and made the second spin-off Young Athena, like Young Sheldon.
God damn, that took a long time to get to that post. that
That's the
punchline.
best punchlines are the worst ones.
You don't have that philosophy when my jokes are bad.
Well,
I'm gonna-
that's when the worst ones are also the worst ones.
Sometimes the worst ones are the worst ones.
I'm
But
gonna
sometimes
have
the worst
to-
ones are the best ones.
Yeah.
And sometimes the best ones are the best ones.
It's like with Fred Armisen, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a baby.
What was Athena like as a child? You know, like 5 years ago.
She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much.
That must have been nice.
She liked to draw and paint at home.
That's completely different from the Athena we know now. I can't even picture it.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, you know Athena, Trucy? How?
Oh, you know, she stops by the office that I'm locked in every once in a while.
Stop talking to people.
She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. Then, when she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around. She's an empath.
She's so empathic that she just gets overwhelmed by other people's emotions.
She's an empath.
It must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices.
Don't up the shut fuck.
What?
Don't up the shut fuck. Okay, I see why people are like, she's autistic coded now. She always wore these big, heavy looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
Huh. I wonder what kind of research it was.
Because of her special ability, Athena couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution. Maybe that's why we became such good friends.
They're so fragile.
We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, I do like their friendship. I like that they have this story together. I wish we saw more of them together,
Yeah.
sort of.
Like, I think what Ace Attorney doesn't quite understand yet, and or maybe didn't understand until closer to Great Ace Attorney, is that we care more about the characters than we do about the
Yeah.
murders.
Right. I want to know how the characters
Please,
feel
that's all
about the murders.
I have.
Yeah.
Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center. Ooh, Daddy, show her that picture.
The one of me on the horse.
I don't know what I'm talking. Yeah, show her that one.
Okay. Pulls out government ID.
And then she's just gonna be like, "Holy shit, is that Professor Layton?"
Sure was. Atta girl, good idea. I'm showing a picture, I guess.
I guess so.
The
Show her
exhibit?
picture of the dead guy.
Maybe show her the hat one exhibit because like Phoenix was talking about how he's never seen
Yeah.
her mother on like the person who was all the way on the right side before. So
Thank you, Killing121, for the hydrate command there. And Olive Garden says, honestly, the best next move for the Ace Attorney game, next one, is to just make it a dating sim exclusively.
Yes.
honestly,
Olive Garden serving the
It's what we really want.
Olive
That's the
Garden
bottomless
serving
breadsticks I
serving
wanted.
breadsticks and the truth.
That's what I wanted. It fills my soul. It doesn't fill my
I
gut,
wanted
though.
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dad Destinies.
Yes.
Miss Woods, could you take a look at this for me?
Oh, look. Look. There's Thena's mom. Oh,
I
this
want
is fun.
Nintendogs, but it's just the Phoenix Wright characters on leashes.
Whoa. Same.
You know what? I want that too, actually.
Okay.
Are we unlocking
And you have to
some-
bathe them while they whine?
Oh my god, you get to teach them tricks?
Sometimes Apollo will just paw the screen and you have to pet him on the head.
I need to sit down. I'm already sitting down.
Azulmagia, thank you for the bonk, LK. Redeem.
The idea of making Miles Edgeworth bark.
And they have to enter contests, and Edgeworth is pissed if he doesn't get number 1.
Oh, what if it's
Is that where that video of him doing like the dog obstacle course thing came from?
Yes, the real game in 10 attorneys. All right.
I
you-
do hope that there's a mode of the game where you can just discipline Godot.
Just spray him with a hose.
I'm taking him back to the pound.
You're going back to the dog store.
Yeah.
That's what I tell Tilly when she's annoying
No.
me. I don't know where the dog store is, but you're going back.
Edgeworth frequently tells Phoenix, you're going back to the lawyer store.
The woman on the far right, the one in the kimono, that's Dr. Metis Sykes.
Silk robes and kimonos.
She was kind of a weeb.
Athena's mother's murder. Did it by any chance have any connection to the Hat Wand launch?
7 years ago.
What if it was just a coincidence?
Oh, Nani. Why, yes, it did. It did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch.
just as I suspected.
But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
Yeah, that bitch.
So this is the murder director Cosmos was talking about. It's very weird
No,
that
it was a different one.
Did director Cosmos show any indication that he recognized Athena?
I don't think so.
So what the fuck? There was a murder and
Well,
he
they
just...
said that she was like a different person, so.
I suppose, yeah, that makes sense. Does that mean that the crime prosecutor Blackwell was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? Because she definitely reacted to Blackwell as if they had history, I think.
Mhm.
There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case.
There is.
Thank you for all of your help, Miss Woods. I'm not going to explain what I just said. And please try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena.
Sorry,
You're fine.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. He was probably too busy kissing his own ass the whole time to notice Athena. Oh, Cosmos, right.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of conversation has happened, and there's many asses that could be getting kissed.
Many asses we want to get kissed.
So we need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena.
Oh.
We've got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all in before the day is through.
The detention center first, then. We have to see Athena before visiting hours are over. All right. We just went right there.
Anyway, let's
No
go,
choice.
let's go.
It is 2:25 p.m. Does anyone need to take a break at all?
I need like 2 minutes.
Sure thing.
Be right
Let's
back.
take a minute there.
Soupy just needs to scream into the void.
We've
for a
been
few
trying to finish Hannibal because Soupy is a big fan of Hannibal. And we have tried, Marin and I, several times at this point to watch the series through to the end. And I think we did very well because we finished season 2. Was it years ago that we watched season 2 to the end? At this point, yeah, probably before the
this point, it's
pandemic.
been years. Yeah.
And then we just couldn't get through season 3. We started it, we just couldn't get through it. And I think we tried a couple of times since then. But now we are 5 episodes deep into season 3. And it feels like, I don't know how you feel, Marin, but it feels like we're going to actually stick the landing this time.
Well, I think if only because Soupy is coming to visit us next week.
That's right.
So,
Ooh.
We're planning to watch the
Soupy-
rest of it in real life if we have to.
Yeah, Soupy will be tying us up and sitting us on the couch and forcing us to watch the rest of Hannibal. That's why Soupy is coming. It's also Soupy's birthday.
Also, Soupy's birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we said that they could come and hang out for their birthday because they didn't know what to do, and then I was like, oh yeah, we still haven't finished Hannibal. Let's watch Hannibal for your birthday.
How fun.
Oh, Josh Bunton, this is far from the third time. This is like the 9th time or something.
No,
That's
it's like
3
the
sets
fifth
of 3,
time.
I guess. So the third time is the charm. I'm making a joke, Myron. I'm sorry. I'm exaggerating. What have you got coming up, Karina? Anything special?
Not really. I'm kind of laying low until the holidays.
Hell yeah, you should.
Yeah.
After Anime NYC,
Relaxing.
you gotta...
Got my ass kicked. Now I get to relax.
There you go. Trying to think
Well,
of...
Billy's been doing pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. Is he still out there with you?
No,
I'm
well,
back.
he's in the other room. Welcome back.
Thank you.
But Billy, our feral, he had one night where he slept on the bed with us all night, and then we were like, oh, okay, so you're managing all right. So he had like 3 nights in a row where he was out without being locked up in his room, and then he had a couple days ago where he kind of crashed and he got very like overstimulated and grumpy, and he was biting
baby.
really hard.
Oh.
Like when he gets overstimulated, he will bite into your palm like you are a piece of chicken.
Oh.
And so yeah, like he got locked up in his room and had a quiet evening. And yesterday, almost all day, he was pretty much a normal cat. He like because it's always been 50-50 as to whether or not he even reacts to pets positively, let alone at all. But yesterday, whenever you came up to him, he actually was like, oh yay, a person.
Baby.
And he ate both of his meals. He's doing good.
Congrats on getting an apartment, Bedinsis. That's awesome. Glad to hear. I hope that that you like living there. I hope that it's a smooth transition. All right, let's. We've got. Do you want to go for another half an hour till about 3 o'clock, or maybe see how the game pans out? But I think calling it around 3 might be a good idea.
Probably a good idea.
Sounds good to me.
All righty, December 20th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Oh,
You.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer, fancy meeting you here.
you. Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business?
No, I'm here for fun.
Who's fun? Not
Tell
mine.
the truth. I'm here to interview Ted Toney.
Old TT. The one behind the courtroom bombing incident.
You know I love TTs.
From not 7 years ago.
From 7 days ago. He suddenly said he's ready to tell the truth about that case. And what he was saying was so incredible, I just had to come right over to hear more. Incredible? What was he saying? Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself?
Really? Us? Are you sure?
I give you my special permission.
He asked me.
Here comes the bomber now.
Here comes the bomber going into the tunnel.
He walks into the room and everyone claps. Wow.
Here comes my special boy. You better clap or I'll blow this whole building up.
Oh, the pressure. I forget. Is he talking or is it just a robot voice?
He's writing.
What nerve you have to come here? You're here to laugh at me, I suppose.
Like I'd waste my breath on you. Bitch.
Damn.
After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him at the hospital.
And now I have to pay for his insurance.
Violence? No. Question? Okay.
No violence. Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say that before you attacked him.
Stop the violence.
I.
Fine. Then just answer me this, Mr. Tonate. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up?
No, I didn't do it. Didn't blow up the courtroom. When I killed Detective Arm, there was another person in the room.
Well, what are you talking about? Who else could have been there?
Yeah, wasn't Ted Tonate at like the epicenter of the explosion, or is that my imagination?
I mean, we convicted him for it, so...
But wasn't he like blown up?
I
I
don't know.
wish.
Was he? He's right here in front of us.
I guess not. I must have imagined that. Maybe I was thinking of his breakdown or something. I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch. This person was there and witnessed the murder I committed. What? I don't know who it was.
That's who blew up the courtroom.
You expect us to buy that?
No, Ribbonfly, Marin isn't speaking. It's the sensitivity of their microphone.
I'm breathing.
Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any psyche locks. This guy seems to have it all. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with this guy.
All good.
Fine.
He's got
It's
it together. So I guess he must not be lying.
And this has never blown up in my face before.
Yeah. Pardon me. I got a little carried away. But I'm telling you the truth. I did not detonate that bomb. Somebody set up us the bomb.
And there you have it. You get signal.
Moves it.
We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course, so we're doing a follow-up. We're like, are you really telling the truth? And asking questions like that. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it, because I guess we didn't do that before.
Monster King, thank
We were
you.
like, I'll take your word for it.
Sounds good to me.
Monster King, thank you for the hydrate command.
We haven't found any new facts yet, though.
Wow. They've laid it all out, piece by piece. Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them. Uh-oh. Looks like this geek switch has been activated. What a nerd.
It doesn't blow anything up.
Fucking nerds blowing up buildings. Should wedgie this guy. Yeah. Phony Fanti bomb. It was found in boarding lounge number 1 and detonated in courtroom number 4. Fragments are being analyzed. Phony Fanti bomb added to court record. What was his text-to-speech before Pixel Prismatic? Sorry.
Well, I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning with knives.
Thank you, Ankoku no Megami, for the Proto Badger. Ugh! Anything but that!
I'm afraid I have to be off now, too. I was just about to question Miss Sykes.
Oh, we got lag.
Yeah, sorry, I'm lagging.
You're fine, you're fine.
Am I back?
We hear you, yeah.
Okay, cool. You're going to see Athena now? That's right. Oh, did you folks come to see her? Sorry for the trouble, but could you come back later? Well, off I go. I've got some torture to do.
Oh, man, what bad timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after the torture session to see her.
So we can do our own torture. And after we come all this way, too. Well, I guess it's back to the Space Center.
It's because he's bisexual.
Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
I almost said something. Oh, Monster King 97, thank you for donating $6. You are cool, LK. Thank you, Monster King. You're cool. I'm not nearly as cool as Monster King. All right, sounds like a plan. Okay, yes. Let's go. Not the funny number, unfortunately, but, you know, it's still a cool number. Thank you. 75. 4,475. Pretty cool. Whoa, fucking giant robot? What?
Well, that's just a giant robot. Yeah, what? That's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah.
What are you surprised about?
I guess if I'm in the robotics lab. Pixel Prismatic, thank you for redeeming the Family Feud. Redeem there.
Guy's never been in a robotics lab before.
Guess not.
You look so dumb right now.
I do look pretty stupid. Bedinsis, one might question why Phoenix Wright Professional Attorney is assisted by a teenage girl in hippie clothes, but judging by the stream, Prosecutor Marin is assisted by someone in a sci-fi suit with a soup can stuck on their head, a talking cat, and a floating purple monster. Pretty typical situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what Ace Attorney Investigations is like. So this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge. And that's just a fun little observation I'm making.
Yeah, why not? And where people were directed to evacuate from via the emergency ladder. Whenever I enter a building, I like to talk about how you got in there and where it's below.
And we
That's
need
normal.
to immediately establish the emergency exits.
Yeah. Every time. This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years ago. You'd think that would be the first thing that they talked about. Talk about the emergency exits.
What, you don't?
I'm kind of feeling like this giant robot might have done it.
Speaking of someone who works with robots.
Daddy, look, over there.
Hoo-ha!
Thank you, just Ellie, for the hoo-ha redeem. Whoa.
Hoo-ha!
Oh!
Hoo-ha!
Shit.
Neurons activated.
So, they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, he's doing Bat Polo. He's become Nightwing.
Bat Polo.
Swear to me! Where is the trigger?
Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead?
Shaken but not stirred. I'm a ninja.
Apollo and Aura Blackwell. I wonder what they're talking about.
Well, well, come to spoil our fun? Just when I was enjoying our time alone. Our alone time. Don't worry about it.
Lucy and Mr. Wright.
Damn. Ice cold.
If it's Apollo you want, you can't have him. He said he's investigating on his own.
I am home, Father.
And I respect his wishes. We just came to investigate this lab. I only respect his wishes because he's best friends with Clay Tarrant, by the way.
Clay Tarrant, who is also my best friend. Well, this is my lab, so you'll need my permission if you want to do any snooping.
All right.
I heard about the trial. You made mincemeat out of the director. And suddenly Starbuck was out and your little subordinate, the princess, was in. Case closed, and they all lived happily ever after. Ugh. Daddy, say something to her. And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court, am I right?
Can you imagine her yelling, say something to her, and Phoenix just stares like,
He's just like,
I don't think I will.
I'm
What
enjoying
if the hot
this.
lady is mean to me?
You'll understand someday, Trucy.
The princess.
Huh? Guess she's talking about Athena.
Hey, Luigi?
Of course, Athena is innocent.
Oh my. Such loyalty and trust. She seems pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo?
I don't know yet.
Apollo, how could you? What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you. Or should I say, former subordinate?
My subordinate is more four-headed than me.
Damn.
Got him.
Got
He's
Got him.
not recovering from that one.
I'm not recovering from that one. I can't
He's like,
believe
damn, I
because
can't
he's
even say
bisexual.
anything.
The Void Adept, thank you for the Vamp Redeem.
I can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena?
Because he's bisexual.
All this laughing has worn me out. Your turn to say something, hunk of junk.
She's kind of got, what's her name vibes.
Hot lesbian.
Yeah, what's her name vibes?
What's her name? Marin's favorite.
You will have to be more specific.
The Pegatorium lady.
Oh, Callisto you.
Callisto you, there we go. Callisto you. vibes.
Pegatorium.
A little bit, but she's not as demeaning.
Yeah.
Protoss 103, thank you for the 10 bits. So
She's
Apollo
just sad.
So Apollo is a pirate now? How's your guys' day?
I'm sleepy.
It's possible he's a pirate.
Sleepy.
You know what? If at the end of all this they just like reveal that he was just wanting to look like a pirate, I would be okay with that.
You know what I want?
That's
for
gonna make the
Christmas?
next case really funny.
That's true.
Rock Rulin, thank you for bonking me.
That's... Mr. Terran, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay?
Mr. Terran? But that's Apollo you're talking to. Terran's best friend.
Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay.
He wear the jacket.
Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost. You know, his best friend.
His best ghost friend.
Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran.
This is going to help me process the death of my best friend just fine.
I'm so normal right now, you guys.
Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran.
It's like one of those rice
Bum-bum-bum-bada.
cookers that plays like Twinkle Twinkle Little
Yeah,
Star
doing
when
a
the rice
little
is done.
doing a little tune.
Yeah. I guess Clay intends to hang around to haunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her too, of course.
A robot that can see ghosts? Yeah, right. And I'm a spirit medium with huge tits.
I just have this rock here that lets me see when people are lying.
Phoenix Wright does have huge tits, though.
Yeah.
I have to
Got the ass to
wonder.
match.
I do have to wonder anytime. I mean, no, it can't be because it's not Shu Takumi writing it. But anytime they talk about ghosts, I'm thinking, is this a reference to Ghost Trick?
Yeah, when
Getting
Mia
good,
died
real
and
good
became a
Ghost Trick vibes from this, says guy who has only played Ghost Trick.
Sorry, but apparently scientists don't. Hang on. Sorry, but apparently scientists just don't tell very frightening ghost stories.
Your ghost story sucks.
Damn, got me.
Sora.
I intend to defend Athena, no matter what you have to say about it, but there better not be a ghost or I'm gonna shit.
Have fun shitting then. That kind of blind belief makes people lose sight of
will.
the truth. Just like 7 years ago.
Oh my fucking god.
No way!
Wait, you never heard that one before?
Yo, 7 years? No way! Oh
What
my
happened?
god!
What happened? What happened?
Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago?
Why? Do you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wounds?
No, I like that happening to me.
Yeah.
Or do you just want me to talk? In that case, what should I ask for in return?
I'd like
want a
ice
massage.
cream. I mean, I'd like to hear about that incident too. It'd help me understand the current case better.
But ice cream would make me feel better.
Huh?
A massage would make me feel better.
Apollo knows about that case too? Next, you're gonna tell me he knows law.
Well, if you're the one who's asking, Apollo. Come on, hunk of junk, you tell the story.
Killing 121, thank you for the hydrate command.
Killing in the 1, 2.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy Aura corrupting Apollo.
You want him to seduce her? No, the other way around. Got my pronouns
slowly pulls back eye patch seductively.
He swipes back, and his little grasshopper things go boing.
I'm fine.
But Miss Mora, that is private information.
What happens if two people try to
You gotta
seduce
turn off Spanish mode.
What happens if two people try to seduce each other at the same time?
I think that's a relationship.
They have
Oh.
sex.
What happens if two people like each other?
What happens when two
Imagine
people
that.
like each other at the same time?
This really explains
Couldn't
so
be me.
much.
Can you imagine that? That's
This explains so
that's
much.
crazy.
Anybody ever like
I didn't know they could do that.
Martin, do you know that you can reciprocate seduction? That you can be like, oh my god, someone's flirting with me. I'm gonna
No,
flirt back.
that's never happened before.
Never.
No.
That's why we're the last human
Because
beings.
I usually
Yeah,
I usually
first you
have
have
to
to
be
be
like-
able to recognize that someone else is flirting, which could not be me.
I usually have to be like, Martin, I'm flirting with you, and then he's like, oh, what are we doing about it? And I'm like,
Oh, that's what you. Oh.
It's a lot of but not in the way you'd expect.
It's about 20 minutes of just different inflections of
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's when we have sex, it sounds like The Sims, to be honest.
Man. That's not that bad. Those guys, sometimes the bed levitates.
Oh.
The bed elevates. It goes up like a little.
I look in a telescope, a UFO shows up.
You know,
Impregnates
sex.
Sex.
If you won't talk, I'll just have to make you talk. Someone's phone is ringing.
Oh.
Yes, who cares about personal privacy? Not me.
Evil Clunko. Yami Clunko.
I am ready to utilize my blast processing abilities to impart all available information. I have no filter.
Wow, what a magic trick. He's like a completely different robot now.
I have ADHD.
It's an 80 hard
That is
drive.
a superpower.
Wow.
Monster King 97, thank you for the $5 donation. Flirting, what is that? Some kind of cheese? I do like cheese.
It's delicious.
Thank you for the $5
That is a way
donation.
to flirt. Just offer me cheese.
There you go.
To fascinate a woman, you may offer her a piece of cheese.
I am going to step away for a moment.
Sure thing.
Pardon me.
No
Sorry
worries.
about that.
It's all good.
Feel free to keep going. I don't have a role in this.
No worries, Karina.
The bodies of all the robots that came through this lab are designed by Miss Aura.
Alright.
I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much, much younger then.
Wait, this robot was created the same day that the mum died?
Yes.
I don't think it was the
have her
same day
soul.
necessarily.
Oh, right.
I stole it from her when I strangled her.
Some Evangelion shit. Yikes! Better watch what you say if you don't want to get recycled, Clunko.
And then our hearts were created by that great genius, Dr. Metis Sykes.
Hearts? Robots with hearts? Can you even make such a thing?
Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companions created by Miss Aura and Dr. Metis transcend humans.
The implications of this are very concerning for the Phoenix Wright universe.
I'm going to kill all humans. I said it before.
Right. Oh, it's okay. As long as there are hot lesbian scientists, that we are safe from the robot uprising.
Yeah, to karate chop.
Oh, Yoshime.
Metis.
The Alzal Magia, thank you for the 10 bits. This is just the prologue to the Mega Man X games. I'm sure if I played a Mega Man game, that would be very funny and accurate.
Was there a lesbian?
How many lesbians
My
are in
favorite Mega
Mega
Man boss, Lesbian Man.
Lesbian.
That's me.
He just has scissors on his arm.
I'm lesbian man.
Huh? She just glanced over at her desk.
Her gamer girl desk.
Play a Mega Man game. I will have to do that one day, dead cold.
Nobody could continue Metis's research. She and her work were truly one of a kind. And now the two navigation companions are all that are left of Metis here on Earth. We shot the rest of her into space.
Is that Dennis the Metis? The robots are all that's left. Isn't she leaving out a very important someone?
I hate that kid.
We built the ultimate creations together, but now she's gone.
I get the feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as loved... I get the feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as she loved her daughter, world's greatest detective. And almost as much as she loved you.
Oh,
Whoa.
oh.
What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh.
I'm
Shit.
not okay.
But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your bestie, Clay.
Old Sea Dog.
I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat.
We're both a couple of gays with our second half murdered.
That never happens in these games.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Hope everything's all right.
We were talking about the ongoing death of homosexuals in the Ace Attorney franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sad.
They're endangered.
Protect them, please.
Did you say this, Marion?
Oh, that's me, Miss Aura. Would you like a tissue?
Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk.
I don't have.
But yes, please.
Klonko and Ponko.
That's me.
Klunko is an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better.
You should suck my dick.
What does it matter? He doesn't feel pain, and I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't actually in their bodies.
What do you mean by that?
They're in their soul gems, like in Madoka.
The program Metis wrote runs on a separate mainframe.
You have to destroy the necklace by eating it, and then their souls will be destroyed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
not
right.
literally eating it.
I was like, is that a thing in Card Captors? You gotta eat the gems?
No, it's in fucking Madoka.
Oh, Madoka, sorry.
But also, you don't eat them. I was making a
Yeah.
joke about eating souls.
I was wrong about everything.
I was blending together the cannons into
A joke for
seamless-
no one.
I am my own audience.
I was lagging. I heard nothing.
Oh, no.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on, it's still kind of fucky.
No worries.
I think it's better, so I'm gonna try to go ahead.
Sure thing.
I believe in you.
Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Their hearts and memories are there too. These bodies are really just peripherals. So I can do anything I want to them.
What? Ayo?
That is a very parental way of thinking.
I'm not
Yeah,
so
right.
sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things.
But why are you people looking into such an old case now anyway?
Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case.
So Daddy's gonna find out who killed Dr. Sykes too.
Obviously a good sign when
I'm sure you're aware who Metis's killer is?
Yes, Prosecutor Blackwell. Or so it seems.
Turns out there might have been a third person.
Wait. 7 years ago?
A third person? That's a quaint way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think he did it?
I can't say anything for sure right now, because I'm an idiot. But that's exactly why I'd like to hear your side of it, to help me be not an idiot. Dr. Sykes and Simon. Ninja Warlord, or should I call you Spy Warlord? Thank you for the 10 bits. I am feeling some BDSM vibes from her. What, you think she sits on the robots?
I think that's what they're for.
I mean,
Yeah.
they are appropriate height.
She built them so that way she could have human furniture when she was not able to get on the kink sites enough to find them. It
She's
is
too
hard to
busy at
find
work.
Yeah, it's
Gotta
really
make
hard
your
to
own
find a good
sometimes.
sub. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a journey.
Thank you for bonking the chat, Sojourner.
A journey of mutual trust.
Whoa, Frog Commander, thank you for the raid. Much obliged. Quick shout out there for Frog. You were playing Aliens Dark Descent. I hope the Space Marines were successful on their bug hunt. Thank you for the raid. We're playing some Ace Attorney.
I was the one who introduced Simon to Metis, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give himself an edge in court.
Ah, Prosecutor Blackwell's forte. His infamous
Edging.
edging technique. Everybody knows about that.
Tell me more about this man.
Exactly. And he was oddly serious about it, rather than a teacher-student relationship. He treated her more like how a loyal samurai would treat his sovereign.
Huh.
Samurai, ninja, who cares?
Thank you, Rain, for the bonking me. Huh. He seems more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me. I can fix him.
He even got along well with that miserable little princess. Why do you call Athena the princess anyway?
Anything for my princess.
No. We're being millennials again.
Boom, 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 bada boom.
We don't want to.
Well, she is Metis's daughter after all, although she's nothing like her. Besides, doesn't the selfish little princess always have lots of white knights hanging around?
Yeah.
Did you just call me white?
Now I see. No, now I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Aura yesterday.
She
'Cause
calls you white.
it all makes sense now. Characters just aren't telling me what's happening.
I want to kiss that mole on her neck and have her tell me that I'm a bad girl.
It's
Okay,
because he's
so,
bisexual.
Theory, the mole is actually not a real mole, and it's something you stick on, and she got it when getting a hickey from Disarm Lady, because she has a mole on
How?
her face.
How big do you think hickeys are?
What do you mean?
It's just a tattoo, just to be like, yep, that's where it was.
Do you oh, okay, so it's like to mark where she got the hickey, it's not to cover it
Yeah.
up?
No. I'm saying that it came off while she was doing it, and it went on her neck.
It
What?
came off.
It came off
What?
of where?
I'm
What
saying.
came off
okay.
while they were doing what?
Hang on. Let me get a picture.
Wait, are you saying Candace Arm
Yes.
was
has-
Oh.
okay, so she was giving Aura Blackwell a hickey, and then
Yes.
the mole came off and stuck to Aura's neck.
That is what I am positing. Yes.
Okay. And then
All right.
eventually someone else is going to be
Yes.
giving Aura Blackwell a hickey, and then the
They'll
mole comes
receive
off
it.
and sticks to their face,
It's
and then
like
the
it
cycle
follows.
continues.
Yes.
The mole
Okay, I
follows.
see.
Oh my god. The lesbians
I was
accept
really
this.
confused.
The random guy Nat, thank you for the vamp redeem. And thank you, Blaze Girl, for bonking Soupy.
I'll take it.
Soupy just goes, yes.
Clonk.
Only in special cases.
Please.
So the culprit behind the two cases could be the same, huh? That settles it then.
What does it settle?
None of your business. Just forget you heard anything.
Is she gonna implicate that Athena was responsible for the thing 7 years ago as well?
Of
Don't worry
course.
about it.
Okay.
Athena's definitely a murderer.
See, Asimek
Especially
knows,
when she was like 9.
Asimek
Yeah.
knows what I'm talking about.
Of course,
Okay.
Of course it's fucking her.
How long are you people going to hang around in here anyway? What? But we came here to take a look around. You think you can just waltz in and ransack a person's lab? So show me a search warrant.
Holy shit.
She's the only smart person in this whole series. Like,
She's into
Asking
erotic
for a warrant.
asphyxiation.
They were just like, fuck, she actually knows the rules.
And this is very phallic if you
a little bit, yeah.
It's not phallic, he's just going,
we're not
That's me.
we're not the
I
police.
mean, don't worry about it.
So we don't have one.
I thought random guy Nat said, look at that girl strength. Like girl dinner.
Then get out. Now. Clonko, show them out.
So certainly, Miss Aura, if you strangle me again.
Ah, don't push.
Aura Blackwell might be the hottest Ace Attorney lady, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
My
I think Justine
apologies.
Courtney was pretty hot.
Yeah, but she was like an
She
elegant
was-
hot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
She was, I wouldn't say she
Yeah.
was hot the way that.
She
Okay,
was
yeah.
smoking hot.
Yeah.
My apologies. I'm just following orders.
Ah!
Topped by a robot.
My ass! They put me on a horse backwards and made me ride out of here.
I'll be right back for 2 seconds.
Sure thing.
Okay.
All right. Well, we've come past 3 o'clock anyway. I mean, it might, unless this is wrapping up in a minute or something. Maybe we can call it.
I don't think we're toward the end, but I feel like this is probably a good place to
Yeah.
All
stop
right.
since we're getting toward our usual end time anyway.
It's true. Otherwise, we're probably going to start a whole new conversation there. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I know Marin isn't here, but I will start looking for somebody to raid. Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we pop out?
Just thanks for joining us. Should we wait for Marin to come back?
Yeah. You
Okay.
know what? You're right. Let's wait for Marin to come back before we even say our goodbyes. That's a good idea.
Can you slow down?
Slow the hell down.
Slow your roll, sir.
I'm back.
Let's see who else is
Welcome
streaming
back.
Ace Attorney. Which Ace Attorney should we raid? Which game?
The first one.
The
Yeah.
first one.
nachos. You know what's
One of the good ones.
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
It's because he's
Who's
bisexual.
streaming it?
Is that the evidence then?
Ah, it's too loud.
The bisexuals are streaming it.
Somebody called Chicken and Ruffles Does Stuff is streaming it, so we're gonna raid them.
Sounds
Okay.
funny.
Was just Jerry, thank you
Nice.
for the vamp redeem. All right, Marin, I started to ask people for their goodbyes before you'd even gotten back, so I do apologize for that.
No worries.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out.
Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we head out here?
Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm really excited for the next one because I've just realized what's coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good one.
It's the kiss.
Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we head out?
No.
Fuck them.
Fuck all y'all.
Fuck chat. I don't know y'all.
They know what they did.
You don't know me.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Play video games.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, hang on, I completely forgot. Karina, was there anything you wanted to say or promote beforehand?
No. Check
All
out
right.
Trophy.
Check
I
out
guess.
Trophy.
Same as usual. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's always great to hang out with you and the rest of the group and everybody in the chat. We're going to head out here because it seems like my brain might be shutting down a little bit based on everything. But we're going to come back probably with another one next week. Somebody pointed out that the final 2 Sundays of the month are Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So we probably won't be doing one on Christmas Eve, depending. I imagine we won't be available for that one, but New Year's Eve, maybe. We'll see. We'll pencil that in for the time being. All right, but we are going to head out here. Thank you for hanging out with us on this Sunday afternoon. We'll catch you guys next time with more Ace Attorney action, and I'll be back probably tomorrow or Tuesday with some more Master Duel. And I'll see you guys later. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.